So I'm driving my girls to school the other day. I'm always playing a music that they haven't heard. So I was like, check out this piece. So I play this. Now it repeats, and it gets even more majestic. Beautiful. So I'm like, what do you think of that? And they said, it sounds courtly. I was like, what do you mean? It sounds like something you'd play for a dance, like an old-timey thing. And I was like, well, that's exactly what it is. This is the Händel Water Music. I told him that Händel was born in 1685, the same year as Bach, and lived to 1759. He actually moved from Germany to England in 1712 and ended up writing this piece a little bit after that. This piece was actually debuted July 17th, 1717. So 7/17/1717. It was commissioned by King George I as a celebration of the Thames River, hence the Händel Water Music, and music for Royal Fireworks, which is another part of this suite. But this particular one is the first Largo. It's the introduction piece for it. It's a very stately kind of thing. So I was thinking to myself, I wonder if you can actually play this on guitar. So I came back here and I was like, okay, what do you actually do with this? How would this be played? So the first thing, I know it's in F major because it states it's in F major, but it's actually in E major. And you're saying like, why? Well, because they used period instruments, which are tuned to A415. What does that mean? That means the whole thing is down a half step. So F major as written actually sounds like E major. So you would play it in E major. So this is the first chord, is this E major chord right here. But it's got all these weird moving lines and kind of, I don't want to say jerky movement to it, but it is. It's not very guitaristic. So if we take it from the beginning, this whole thing, I'll play the chords along with it. It's a lot of 1-5-1, and then there's a bunch of secondary dominants in it. You'll notice as you see the notation down below that I'm notating it like it's a jazz tune or like it's a lead sheet. I'm just putting the chords and the measures. Check it out. So it starts here, E major, little walking line back to the one chord. Then it does a sus 5 chord, B sus4, and then back to 1, and then it does another suspension, but in the first inversion 5 chord. That's B7 over D sharp. Then it does a little walk down, which is really unguitaristic. And then little blackbird action there. Then the 5 chord, back to 1, then cool walking line into the 4 chord there, the A major. And then This is the really odd part, that very unguitaristic. This is D sharp half diminished, or D sharp minor 7 flat 5 to D sharp diminished, then C diminished, A flat 7 over C, and that resolves to this. This would be a flat 7 over C, back to C sharp minor, and then this is F sharp 7 to B minor. It's a 5 chord, right? And then there's a moving line. So it goes this F diminished to a D flat 7 over F, and then little suspension here, sus, F sharp 7 sus 4 to F sharp, then to B minor over D, very weird, F sharp sus 4, F sharp minor, B7, E sus to E, back to the 5 chord, and then it rounds back around to the 1 chord. So these chord voicings are so odd to play, and also to play it in that stilted rhythm, this meter that it has kind of to dance to, is very awkward on the guitar. It's really meant for string instruments bowing. You can see that. The fact that you can actually kind of grab the chords on the guitar, I think, is very cool. And I've never played those particular progressions like that. I've done a lot of these 5/1 cadences, you know, those are common to play, but this thing here, that's really cool. That is so much out of the Baroque era. Love to know your thoughts about this. Hit subscribe, leave a comment. Thanks for watching.